When I first walked into my academy class, I walked in and Jonathan and I made eye contact and he mean mugged me and I mean mugged him right back. So I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And I'm really glad that our first impression did not set the tone for what our working relationship would be.
But I remember when she walked in, she thought that we were just gonna be a whole bunch of trouble for her. I mean, at first we were, but then afterwards she kind of got the hang of it and we just pretty much ended up turning into like friends, I guess.
So Jonathan used to have issues with, admin who would confront him about certain stuff, about being tardy or late. He started working with the deans and stuff like that to do attendance checks. So to a point where he actually kept it. They told him he didn't need it anymore. We said, no, I want to stay on this just so I can keep myself accountable.
Actually a good program though. It's been helping me throughout the years that I've been here. I mean, I usually didn't come to school at all, but now I just kind of come every now and then. I mean, still kind of, my attendance isn't perfect, but it's getting there. My grades are better than what they used to be, and I do show up and show a lot more effort into doing my work. So I'm actually glad that I'm graduating, because a year ago I wasn't able to do that.
Jonathan wants to be in the science field.
When I was in sophomore year, I honestly didn't know what I was going to do, if I even wanted to go to college or not, or even if I wanted to finish high school in general. My plan was to just pretty much go into senior year, drop out, and just go into construction, but that's not the case anymore. I actually want to go to college and go into biological engineering. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just be like a starfish and just grow back your finger or your arm or your leg or whatever? I started working on a project to where I could figure out what type of genetic mutation actually can you make to go and help somebody form that type of amputee, their leg or whatever it is that they lost back. So I actually started looking into both the human genetics and then the genetics of a starfish to try and see where you could actually make them combine and then try to figure out some sort of way where you can actually use that.
Jonathan is someone that I just know, as long as he stays focused, he's gonna go so far in life.
I kind of see her as like a mother and a sister role figure at the same time. She gets on me when I'm not really in class, and she does get angry. She does encourage me a lot to come to school and try to do a lot better than what I was doing before, like a year or 2 years ago. And honestly, I can say that if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been improving at all.
I had another student who was involved in kind of the same things that he was, and Jonathan said, hey, Miss Cassidy, do you want me to, mentor him and talk to him and, talk to him about that stuff and try to help him out as well, because he was the kid that was a sophomore. And to hear him say that, I was just like, that's growth, that's change. I just want to say to him, you are such a beautiful soul, and you're like a little brother that I did not get to have growing up. And I just want you, young man, to know you are going to go so far. And you are going to touch so many lives if you just stay focused. And I want you to remember that you have the drive, you have the ambition, you have the hunger to be so much, and I want you not to lose that, and I want you to take advantage of every opportunity. Every person you meet, I want you to work hard in school. I want you to stay focused. You got to keep that hunger, and I believe you have it. And I want you to go, and I want you to make sure that when you get your way up and you get your way out, you turn around and you extend a hand back to the same kids like you that came, so they can see I can make it, because I believe you're going to make it. And every day I yelled at you, every time I fussed at you, every time I was like, what is wrong with you? What you doing? It was with pure love, and because I saw so much greatness in you, and I just want you to know that. And I am so immensely proud of you, and I cannot wait to see where you go.
A couple months ago, I lost my grandma. She was pretty much one of the most important people in my life, because I was closer to her more than anybody else, more than I am with Miss Cassidy, and that's kind of affected me, but it's not gonna stop me from graduating. If anything, I'm gonna do it for my grandma and for my self-benefit.